Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode, we finished the Carnival of Death and Maiming that is a grand tournament, and unfortunately our new vassal king of Aragon and Castile is still involved in his civil war, so we can't get started on revoking his county here just yet, but that's fine. We should be set up pretty well to go and declare some more offensive wars right now, and I think what we're going to do is probably just declare a war on every single person that we are eligible to declare on under our Imperial Reconquest CVs. We can take Navarra, for example, and a duchy from the Nafacids, who we failed to steal a duchy from earlier on when they had a revolt against them. So I think we'll just declare for that same duchy, which I believe was this one. We'll declare on them. And we can do an Imperial Reconquest on Navarra, I think. No reason to find a claimant to here or anything, since this is all just a single duchy. We should be able to take it all in a single Imperial Reconquest war. I probably, before I started declaring, should have checked for a claimant to Leon here. There is a claimant, actually. Only a weak claim, so he wouldn't have been able to declare for him anyway right now. So the question is, do we go ahead and just declare a reconquest war against them, or do we hold out in the hopes that we can get a claimant whose claim we can actually press later on? No claimants to Portugal, so we'll just declare an Imperial Reconquest on them. And I think we'll declare an Imperial Reconquest on Leon as well. Because why not? I don't think there are too many duchies to take here, so doing it the slightly slower way isn't really a big deal. 5, I think, under Leon, so about the same number as we're going to have to take from Portugal in any case, since they have more land down here. Or is this just one duchy down there? It's 2 duchies, okay. So it's not going to slow us up too much doing that. So we could take the southernmost one here. I think we'll try to declare for 2 adjacent duchies in Portugal and Leon, just for convenience. I suppose taking the largest ones would also be a decent idea. We could go for the 2 southernmost ones here. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. That was not what I meant to click. So we'll take Algarve from you. So let's see, we declared on Leon, Portugal, Navarra. The Nafacids, Portugal has this. I don't think we can declare on this guy, can we? We cannot. And I think that is everybody that we have Reconquest CVs on. I don't think our mandate extends any further south into Africa here. Or to Nubia, for example. So I think that's going to do for the moment. So we do have our retinue over here. We'll get them on their way in. I might play at speed 3 for a little while here, since we're managing wars on multiple fronts. So I think we'll go ahead and raise the army of our vassal king here to deal with Navarra, which should be plenty. And we'll transport troops over by boat from some of our larger kingdoms in Italy, I think, to deal with the other conquests over there. Okay. We should have raised the boats at the same time. That would have made more sense. That's okay. That's not right, surely. There we go. Okay. I raised you in the wrong county, apparently. And there we go. And get on the boats. Thank you. Raised you in the wrong county, too. Alright, I suspect this is going to be enough. We can always come back for more if we need them. Our Exarch of Italy has revoked the theme of Bulgaria. Okay. Kind of wish he would stop doing things like that, but I guess we can't really complain too much. So the Khagan of the Mongol Empire, Genghis Khan Daratai the Able, wants to marry my sister. I think we'll allow that. We know he's a devout Orthodox character. I thought that was zealous, but actually he's just cruel. So yeah, we'll accept. And we can invest in technology. Let's take popular customs, I suppose. We'll raise trade practices as well, why not? I think we may need a few more troops for this war down here. So we'll maybe transport Africa's levy across. Or Egypt. And maybe Jerusalem as well. I think that should be enough to handle it. Yeah, he's got 12k. I think we'll be just fine. Okay, so we can split this army up and siege multiple things here, including the capital. And I'll have to return your call later. Sorry about that. My brother is mastering the art of swordsmanship. That's good for him. Okay, so we'll at least split you in half, if not subdivide you further, I think. 24,000 up here from Lyon. That's actually something of a concern. They shouldn't really bother my armies over here since we're not in their territory, and they do seem to be heading in this direction. So maybe we won't divide these armies any further. We'll keep them adjacent to each other so that they can reinforce if and when this army comes and attacks us. Our Duke of Venice can be a commander, sure. My uncle will not be getting any fief of his own. We should be able to march through here without a problem, so we'll go this way and start sieging here. And how big is Portugal's army, since we haven't seen any of that yet? Only 6,000, so that shouldn't be any significant problem. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on this army and see what they're up to. Taking attrition there, which is fine by me. Just the other day, skulking as I often do, I caught this guy and my courtier Antonina in flagrante. For shame, she could be his daughter. That's true. They didn't notice me, but I'm still in shock. We can expose them, or we can say the flesh is weak, forgive and forget. Or we can try to blackmail him. I think we'll just forgive and forget. Seems fine. Seems to be something that's kind of beneath my notice. Okay. Our Duke of the Aegean Sea apparently has some interesting sexual preferences, but that's not something that concerns us. So we'll keep that to ourselves. Okay, so if they attack us in here, we are in plains. I think they'll be crossing a river, though. Yes. And we have a pretty significant numbers advantage. We'll just break off our siege here and reinforce. Let's make sure that we have good commanders here. And we'll just take this battle. Okay. So we'll get our reinforcements in. Things are going fine over there. You are apparently attempting to promote vile heresies, not as far as I can see, and you are a pretty big fan of me, so I don't think we need to take any action with that. This battle is going to be a success. It's going to get us a pretty nice amount of war score. Let's actually take this army and pursue the retreating troops. If we're lucky, we might get enough war score to end this one immediately. The fishing industry of Constantinople is experiencing something of a boom. For some reason, the population of fish has grown dramatically, significantly increasing the amount of fish available. This will feed many families and also provide a lot of fish that can be traded elsewhere. Okay. Extra money for me. Sounds good. And that says it was only worth 4.5%, but it did get us to 100. Perhaps we captured somebody? Yes, we did. We captured his heir. Well, that was lucky, but I'm pretty pleased about it, so we'll gain prestige and take our land. Okay, so we've not got some characters in here. I don't know why these crests are showing up on the map. Oh, I guess there's actually baronies in here, that's why. Okay. Well, we won't be too concerned about that. We'll just go ahead and grant the newly acquired land to random people. Which... oh, I guess we gained these as well. Alright, I thought it was actually only going to be the counties down here, but it's a larger duchy than I thought. Well, that's fine. The guys in here we can conquer later whenever we feel like it. This? Okay, I guess that's just a normal guy. He just looks like a rebel flag for some reason. But he's not. The duchy title we have ourselves as well, so we can just grant this to one of these characters. I guess whoever has the best county. Probably you. And then we can redirect both of these armies to sieging Algarve. Things are fine over here. No sign of an army from the Naphasids. Are you involved in some other war? Attacking in a de jure war over Timbuktu. Okay. Taking advantage of this revolt, apparently, or he's been called as an ally, maybe. Yeah, okay. That's fine. His army is probably off to the south then, and we won't have to worry about it. Lately, you notice that many of your courtiers like interjecting sexual puns and wordplay into daily conversations, speaking about cocks when they mean chickens, for instance. This fad is overdone, you feel, and it makes your courtiers look like stupid, immature youths trying to make themselves seem more entertaining and witty than they really are. So, we can say, actually, I like them. The jokes or the cocks? Or we can say these sinners are too cocky, or we can arrogantly look down on them or silently disapprove. I think there's relatively small cost of 5 prestige here for making everyone pretty happy with us. We get pun lover, so it is the puns that we love, just to be clear. We lose 5 prestige, but we can definitely spare that. Alright, maybe we'll go back up to speed 4. I think we're gonna be okay. They're still fighting on multiple fronts, of course, but nobody's putting up too much resistance. Right now, at least. It appears some of your soldiers have acted dishonorably towards the enemy while on duty. We should punish them. We are already just, so it's in character. We don't want to become arbitrary or anything like that. And we have a new ecumenical patriarch. Okay. Speaking of religious matters, actually, I haven't changed my ecclesiarch's job in a while, and I imagine his county is converted wherever he is. Was it somewhere in Italy? I don't even remember. Maybe he was down in Egypt. But we do have land in here that needs converting. So we'll put him over there. I've been corresponding regularly with my sister Anthe? Not sure how that would be pronounced, and always make sure to see her whenever I get the chance. It's a harsh world, and family must stick together. That is true, but that does remind me that I was intending to change my focus, which I think we'll take care of now, and if we go for... I think either of these has a chance of giving us the increase in our education trait. Or maybe it's just rulership. I think we'll go for rulership for now. So we are going to lose a bit of diplomacy from doing this, but I think we're doing fine on vassal opinion. Absolutely no factions for the first time in a while, I think. Okay, another siege over here. We're up to 35 and then 44 with that one. And another siege very quickly there, that's good. We can move on to the next county. So this army, it's actually 4,000 that are from Navarra, the other couple of thousand are from Essex and are neutral, so we could go and fight them. And we just sieged down the capital there, unfortunately didn't capture anybody. You're plotting treason against me. Well, you are ambitious, but at the same time you like me a lot, so I don't think we're going to worry about it. And there's Portugal's army, but it is, or at least part of it, but not large enough to give us pause there. This Duke can be a commander. Ooh, and we have troops over here. Not an army from the Naficides. Or it is, apparently. That doesn't look like they're... Oh, it does. Okay. For some reason I thought they... Maybe I was looking at this one instead. Alright, well... Unfortunately, this army is actually 2 counties away, so it may take them a little while to get over there. We do have 2 commanders in charge at least, though nothing in the center. Well, we'll send the reinforcements and hope they get there in time. Not sure if they... No, I guess they couldn't have done an amphibious landing because they would have the penalty. Looks like we are going to win anyway, though, so probably no need to even send the reinforcements at this point. And that helps us out by getting us to 100, so we can end this one right now as well. We'll give out these counties to random people. Check the status of the duchy title. We need to usurp it, so we can do that right now. Some of these people were vassalized, so we could wait until we're at peace and then tell them to convert, but I think we'll just grant the duchy title to this person and let him deal with them. And again, we have some subholdings in here that we didn't get. This one belongs to... who is this? This guy all the way over here. Oh, this is a holy order, I see. Well, we'll have to fight them at some point, I guess, but that can wait a while. We can disband these troops as well, barring, of course, the retinue. Might as well get rid of these boats. Okay, so that just leaves the war against Navarra and Portugal, both of which should be pretty easy, but we're out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here and finish those in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.